Nestled here along the Santa Rita foothills lies one of the nation's top horse sanctuaries, Equine Voices Rescue and Horse Sanctuary. Today we will take a look at some of its history and background. We're here with Karen Pomeroy, founder of Equine Voices. And who do we have today?
Well, this is Gulliver. He's our mascot, and he is the reason why we're here. I rescued him and 3 other foals when they were actually 11 months old. Here, buddy. From a Premarin farm. They use the pregnant mares to collect urine to make a drug called Premarin. And he and 6 other babies were going to go to slaughter if we didn't rescue them. So I took 4. And I brought them here, and because of them I started the organization.
How did you start working with horses?
Well, I used to have horses when I was younger, and then I got away from it. I went into the corporate world. I lived back east in New York, and in 1998 I got involved with the Wild Horse Sanctuary, and that was really my schooling to get me just the training that I needed to be able to run a rescue, and that's where I learned about the drug Premarin, and I decided to dedicate my life to the education and to saving horses.
Good.
Oh.
Wow.
This is Sundance, and Sundance is a beautiful palomino that was actually found in the desert with drugs on his back by Border Patrol, and then Border Patrol contacted livestock, and livestock contacted me. I'll show you pictures, but his back was completely raw. You can see he has scars on his legs, and he was skin and bone. I mean, he looks really good now. We've had him, oh gosh, almost a year, I think, and he's recovering. He definitely has some issues, though, because of his abuse. Most likely he was stolen off of somebody's ranch, because he's a beautiful horse and used,
So
for the illegal drug
this
trade.
horse can still be adopted, or he can't be adopted?
Yeah, he's available for adoption, but he's going to need someone that really knows horses, that can work with him and bond with him, because I think it's more fear issues than anything with him. Most likely he was, abused when he was used in the, taking the drugs. So he would need somebody experienced, but he's ready. I mean, he's at a point now he's ready.
So Karen, who do we have here?
This is Diamond Rio, and Diamond Rio was brought to us by the Arizona Department of Livestock. He was found in the desert, and if you can see his leg, he has a permanent injury to his leg. I think he was caught in crossfire, and he was not found with drugs on his back, but I believe he was used in the illegal drug trade. Because of being so close to the border, what is happening is the cartel, they're stealing horses off of people's ranches and then packing their backs with 300-400 pounds worth of drugs and then getting them to the destination and then leaving them in the desert to die. He happened to be someone that could have been being ridden by somebody and caught in crossfire with ammunition, but that's what that injury looks like. So he's permanently lame. He's available for adoption, but it'll be rare to find a home for him since he's not right.
So, we're here today with Equine Voices Rescue and Sanctuary, and we have here some volunteers. Can I please get your name?
Marge. Connie.
Ted.
And how long have you guys been working?
I've been working here about 2.5 years. About 2.5.
About the same for me.
When was the sanctuary founded?
2004. Is that right? 2004.
2004. Okay, and what is the biggest issue with the horses that come here?
The first horses that came were products of the Premarin industry, which is a hormone produced for hormone replacement for women. It's made with pregnant mare urine. And so the first 4 that came were colts that would be disposable because of that. And then every horse has a story. Some are rescued from being almost starved. Some were being mistreated. So there's 44 now, I believe, aren't there?
Is it 44? I kind of lost count, but yeah, probably around 44. Plus 18 mares up in Canada.
Okay.
And what brought you here to the sanctuary?
I've had horses in my life since I was a kid and been away from it for maybe 20 years. And having a horse in your life just makes things better. It makes your life better. You can learn a lot from them. And especially in this case, you're making their life better because you're helping them move on from this rescue onto maybe a little bit larger property, maybe a little more one-on-one time, but also just being around these great volunteers. It's an honor to be here. That's what brought me here. It's just a great place to be.
And what about the story on Gulliver? I heard he's one of the founders, or the founder of that it started.
Yeah, Gulliver, there were 4 that came that were together, and Gulliver was one of those original 4. There's Spanky and Deuce went away. Deuce and Bella and Gulliver were the original ones, and they were, how old were they when they came here? 8 months? 9 months. So they've been here since 2004, and they will stay. They're permanent residents.
And I heard one of the problems is horse slaughter. And is this program doing something about that?
Well, a lot of the horses that are here would have been sent to slaughter if they weren't rescued by Karen and other places, because it's illegal so far to slaughter horses in the United States, so they ship them to Mexico, all the way from Canada to Mexico. And it's a very, very cruel process. So lots of
when they come in, do you have to fight them a lot or are they usually pretty good, or?
It depends on where they came from and what their background is. There's never usually a fight or a wrestling match. We just take it really slow, and we do what they can do comfortably a little bit at a time. Some horses have some lameness issues, and if they can't hold their one foot up for as long as I need it to get it done properly, I just go to the next foot for a little while, and I just kind of go around and around until eventually they all get cleaned up as best I can. So we try to make it a really happy, positive experience each time, so that when we're done trimming, they're more comfortable than when we started, and they remember that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another summer day has come and gone away in Paris and Rome, but I wanna go home. Maybe surrounded by a million people, I still feel all alone. I wanna go home. Oh, I miss you, you know. I've been keeping all the letters that I wrote to you, each one a line or 2. I'm fine, baby, how are you? I would send them, but I know that it's just not enough. My words were cold and flat, and you deserve more than that. Another airplane, another sunny place. I'm lucky I don't